Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Mandell. I want you to listen very carefully today because what I'm about to share can change your life, your health, and your independence as you age. There is one common breakfast food that millions of seniors are eating every single morning thinking it's healthy, but it's silently destroying your legs. Yes, that's right. It's weakening your muscles, thinning your bones, draining your energy, and causing you to lose balance and mobility. Now you might be asking, Dr. Mandell, how can one simple food be doing so much harm? Let me explain. I want you to pay close attention to what I'm about to share because this information can truly save your legs, your muscles, and your independence as you age. Every morning, millions of seniors wake up, walk into the kitchen, and start their day with a food that seems harmless, maybe even healthy. It's something they've been eating for decades. It's convenient, it's quick, it tastes good, and it fills the stomach for a little while. But here's the problem. This one common breakfast food is silently destroying your legs, weakening your muscles, draining your circulation, and setting you up for years of suffering. What am I talking about? I'm talking about processed cereals, pastries, and white breads. These foods are everywhere. You see them in commercials with smiling families at the breakfast table. You see the boxes lined up in grocery store aisles with words like whole grain fortified or heart healthy written across the label. You see pastries in the bakery section, glazed and golden, almost impossible to resist. And you see white bread, soft and fluffy, made into toast every morning. It all looks so innocent, it all seems so normal, but when you put these foods into your body, your legs pay the price. The truth is, these foods are nothing but refined carbohydrates and sugars. They've been stripped of the fiber, stripped of the nutrients, and pumped full of additives to make them taste better and last longer on the shelf. When you eat them, they do one thing immediately. They spike your blood sugar sky high. That's the hit you feel right away, a little burst of energy, maybe even a sense of satisfaction. But don't be fooled, because what happens next is the crash. Your blood sugar plummets, your energy drops, and your muscles and brain are left starving for real nutrition. Now let's talk about what that means for your legs. Every single one of your leg muscles depends on protein, vitamins, minerals, and stable blood sugar to stay strong. When your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing, your body releases stress hormones. These hormones trigger inflammation, and inflammation begins to attack your blood vessels and muscle tissue. Over time, this chronic cycle literally weakens your circulation, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles. That's why so many seniors feel tired, weak, and achy in their legs after eating these foods. But it doesn't stop there. When you fill your breakfast plate with refined carbs instead of real food, you are robbing your muscles of the protein they desperately need in the morning. After a full night's sleep, your body is in a fasting state. Your muscles have been broken down for energy during the night, and they are crying out for repair. If you don't give your body protein in the morning, your muscles continue to break down. And where does that show up first? In your legs. You start to notice that climbing stairs gets harder, walking long distances wears you out, and your balance isn't as sharp as it used to be. This is no accident. This is the direct result of eating foods that tear down instead of build up. Think about this. Almost 9 out of 10 seniors are eating these very foods every morning. That's 89% of older adults unknowingly starting their day in a way that weakens their legs, shrinks their muscles, and makes them more prone to falls and fractures. And the saddest part is, most people have no idea. They think, I've been eating cereal for years, it must be fine. Or toast is just bread. How bad can it be? But day after day, year after year, the damage accumulates. Little by little, you lose muscle mass. Little by little, your bones become thinner. Little by little, your circulation becomes sluggish. And one day you find yourself holding on to furniture to walk across the room, or struggling to get out of a chair, or even falling down and risking a hip fracture. Now I want you to understand something very important. It's not your fault. You have been marketed to, you have been told for decades that these foods are part of a healthy breakfast. The food industry has spent billions of dollars convincing you that cereal is nutritious, that white bread is wholesome, that pastries are just a harmless treat. But let me tell you the truth. These foods are not fueling your body, they are destroying it. They are stealing your strength, stealing your energy, and stealing your independence. When you start your morning with sugar and refined carbs, you set off a chain reaction that lasts all day. You're more likely to feel sluggish mid-morning. You're more likely to crave more sugar at lunch, and you're more likely to snack on unhealthy foods in the afternoon. It's a cycle that feeds itself, and by the end of the day, your body has taken in calories but not nutrients. You've eaten, but you haven't nourished yourself. That's why so many seniors feel tired all the time, even though they're eating 3 meals a day. They're eating calories but starving their muscles. My friends, I cannot stress this enough. What you put in your body first thing in the morning sets the tone for everything else. If you choose refined carbs, your legs will weaken, your circulation will decline, and your muscles will vanish. But if you choose real, whole, nutrient-dense foods, your legs will strengthen, your energy will rise, and your body will begin to heal. I know change isn't always easy. Habits are powerful, and it's easy to reach for the same breakfast you've had for years. But I want you to think about your future. I want you to think about walking with confidence, climbing stairs without fear, playing with your grandchildren, traveling and living independently for many more years to come. All of that depends on the choices you make today, especially the choice you make in the morning when you sit down to eat. So the next time you reach for that box of cereal or slice of white bread, remember this message. Ask yourself, is this food going to build my legs or is it going to destroy them? The answer is clear. And once you know the truth, you can't unknow it. You now have the power to make a different choice. My friends, your legs, your foundation, they are your strength, your balance, your freedom. Don't let a simple breakfast food rob you of that. Choose wisely. Fuel your body with real foods. Protect your muscles, protect your bones, protect your independence, and most importantly, protect your life. I want to share something that is affecting millions of seniors every single day, and most of them don't even realize it's happening. It's something that slowly creeps up on you year after year until one day you notice that your legs feel weaker, your energy is lower, your balance is off, and you just don't move the way you used to. What's happening is that your muscles and bones are silently being robbed of their strength. And what's causing it? The wrong foods, especially at breakfast, foods that deprive your body of the very building blocks it needs to stay strong. You see, after the age of 60, muscle loss becomes a real threat. It's called sarcopenia. And if you don't fight against it every day, your legs will begin to shrink, your bones will thin, and your independence will slip away. Sarcopenia is not just about appearance or looking strong. It's about whether you can get up from a chair without help, whether you can walk across the room safely, whether you can climb a flight of stairs without holding on for dear life. It's about whether you can live your life with confidence or whether you'll be at risk for falls, injuries, and loss of freedom. Now here's where the problem begins. Most seniors start their mornings with foods that have no protein, no real nutrition, and no lasting energy. When you eat refined cereals, pastries, or white bread, you are filling your stomach with empty calories. Yes, your stomach feels full for a short time, but your muscles and bones are left starving. They don't get the amino acids from protein. They don't get the minerals like magnesium and calcium, and they don't get the vitamins that fuel repair and growth. Without those essential nutrients, your body has no choice but to continue breaking down muscle tissue and draining your bone strength. Think about this. Your muscles are made of protein. Every fiber in your legs is built from amino acids which come directly from the protein you eat. If you skip protein at breakfast and choose sugar and refined carbs instead, your body still needs fuel. Where does it get it? It starts pulling from your own muscle tissue. Day after day, this breakdown continues, and little by little, your legs get smaller and weaker. That's why so many seniors notice that their thighs and calves don't feel as firm anymore. That's why the steps they once climbed with ease now leave them short of breath. It's not just aging, it's the food choices that are accelerating the loss. And it's not only the muscles, your bones are deeply affected too. White bread, pastries, and processed cereals offer no real calcium, no vitamin D, no magnesium. In fact, the sugar and additives in these foods can actually leach minerals out of your body. That means your bones are not just failing to gain strength, they are actively losing it. Over time, this leads to osteoporosis, thinner bones, and a much greater risk of fractures. Do you know what happens when a senior falls and breaks a hip? Often it's the beginning of a rapid decline in health and independence, and all of it can be traced back to years of slowly losing strength, one breakfast at a time. Now I want to tell you something that should give you hope. Just as your muscles and bones can be weakened by poor food choices, they can also be rebuilt and strengthened by the right ones. The body has an incredible ability to repair itself even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. All it needs is the proper fuel. When you start your morning with protein-rich foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or plant-based proteins, you're sending your muscles exactly what they need to repair and grow. When you include healthy fats like nuts, seeds, and avocado, you're fighting inflammation and giving your cells the nutrients they crave. And when you add complex carbs like oats or quinoa, you're giving your muscles long-lasting energy and stability. Let me share something powerful with you. Seniors who consume more protein in their diet consistently have stronger legs, better balance, and lower risk of falls. It's not magic, it's biology. When your muscles are fed, they respond. When your bones are given calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, they hold on to their density. When your circulation is supported with nutrient-dense foods, your legs feel lighter and more energized. But when you ignore these needs and keep feeding your body empty calories, you are setting yourself up for weakness, imbalance, and decline. I know some of you might be thinking, Dr. Mandell, I've been eating cereal and toast for 40 years. Isn't it too late for me? My answer is absolutely not. It is never too late to make a change. Your body is ready to heal the moment you give it the right tools. You can start tomorrow morning. Instead of pouring a bowl of sugary cereal, scramble a couple of eggs. Instead of white bread toast, try a slice of whole grain or a bowl of oats. Instead of reaching for a pastry, grab a handful of nuts or a cup of Greek yogurt. These small changes may seem simple, but over time they add up to stronger muscles, healthier bones, and a body that feels alive again. Think about how important your legs are in everything you do. They carry you everywhere. They keep you balanced when you walk. They help you get out of bed, out of a chair, up the stairs. They let you dance, play with your grandkids, garden, travel, and enjoy life. Your legs are your independence. But without proper care, without proper nutrition, your legs will betray you. They will weaken. They will tremble. They will fail you when you need them most. And that's why this message is so important. Don't let one wrong food choice steal your future. Don't let years of habits keep you from living the life you deserve. Start feeding your muscles. Start nourishing your bones. Start protecting your legs. Because when your legs are strong, everything else in your life becomes easier. Your confidence grows, your energy rises, and your quality of life improves. My friends, every bite you take is either building you up or breaking you down. When you understand that truth, you realize that you have the power to decide the future of your body. You can choose weakness, or you can choose strength. You can choose fragility, or you can choose resilience. And it all starts with what you put on your plate, especially first thing in the morning. I want to talk to you about something that most people never think about, yet it's silently tearing down the strength in your legs and the health of your body. It's something that happens every single day to millions of seniors, and it has to do with your blood sugar. You see, when you start your day with the wrong breakfast foods, you set yourself up for a ride you don't want to be on. I call it the blood sugar roller coaster. It might feel harmless at first, but over time it is destroying your energy, damaging your circulation, and making your muscles weaker and weaker. Here's how it works. When you wake up in the morning, your body has been fasting for 7, 8, maybe 10 hours. Your cells are hungry, your muscles are craving repair, and your brain is looking for steady energy. Now imagine this. Instead of giving your body the fuel it truly needs, protein, healthy fats, complex carbs, you pour yourself a bowl of sugary cereal, or you grab a piece of white toast with jam, or maybe a sweet pastry. What happens? The moment those refined carbs hit your stomach, they get broken down into sugar almost instantly. Within minutes, your blood sugar skyrockets. At first, you might feel a little boost. You feel awake, energized, maybe even satisfied, but that high doesn't last. Your body sees that spike in blood sugar and it panics. High blood sugar is toxic. It damages blood vessels, nerves, and organs if it stays elevated. So what does your body do? It releases a surge of insulin to drive all that sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells. That's the crash. Suddenly your blood sugar plummets, leaving you tired, sluggish, irritable, and hungry again. That's why so many seniors eat breakfast and then feel like they need another snack an hour or two later. That's the roller coaster. Up, down, up, down. But here's the problem, my friends. This roller coaster doesn't just make you tired and cranky, it does something far more damaging. Every time your blood sugar spikes and crashes, your circulation takes a hit. Your blood vessels stiffen, inflammation increases. The very arteries and veins that carry oxygen and nutrients to your legs become weaker and narrower. That means less blood is getting to your muscles, and when your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need, they can't stay strong. Slowly but surely, they shrink. Now let's talk about insulin, because this hormone plays a huge role in what's happening. When you eat sugar and refined carbs all the time, your body has to release more and more insulin to deal with those constant spikes. Over time, your cells stop responding to insulin the way they should. This is called insulin resistance, and it's the first step toward type 2 diabetes. And what's one of the first things diabetes attacks? Your circulation, especially in your legs and feet. Poor circulation means your muscles don't repair properly. It means wounds heal slowly. It means nerves start to tingle, burn, or go numb. And all of this begins with that innocent bowl of cereal or that morning pastry. So I want you to think about how this shows up in daily life. Have you ever noticed your legs feeling heavy after meals? Do you feel like you need to sit down more often than you used to? Do your muscles cramp, ache, or tire easily? That's your body telling you that your circulation is being compromised. That's your body crying out that it's on this roller coaster and it needs to get off. And here's the most dangerous part. The blood sugar roller coaster is silent. You don't see the damage happening inside your arteries. You don't feel the inflammation until it's advanced. You don't notice the muscle breakdown until one day you look in the mirror and realize your legs are thinner, weaker, less stable than they once were. By then, the damage has already been done. That's why awareness is everything. Because once you understand what's happening, you have the power to stop it. So how do you get off this ride? It starts with making better choices at breakfast. Instead of foods that spike your sugar, choose foods that stabilize it. Protein is your best friend here. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, beans, lentils, these don't cause huge sugar spikes. They give your body steady fuel. Pair that with healthy fats like avocado, nuts, or seeds, and you've got long-lasting energy that doesn't crash. Add in complex carbs like oats, quinoa, or whole fruit, and you'll feel satisfied and nourished for hours. That combination is what keeps your blood sugar stable, your energy consistent, and your legs strong. Let me share something powerful with you. Seniors who focus on keeping their blood sugar stable experience less fatigue, fewer falls, and greater muscle preservation. It's not complicated. Stable blood sugar means steady circulation. Steady circulation means more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. More oxygen and nutrients mean your legs can stay strong, firm, and capable. This is how you protect yourself from weakness. This is how you preserve your independence. Now I want to give you a simple visual. Picture your blood vessels like the roads that deliver food to your muscles. When you're on the roller coaster, those roads are full of potholes, traffic jams, and breakdowns. The delivery trucks, your blood can't get through smoothly. But when you stabilize your blood sugar, those roads become clear and strong. The trucks get through quickly, delivering protein, oxygen, and minerals to every part of your muscles. That's the difference between weakness and strength, between fatigue and energy. I know habits are hard to break. Many of you grew up eating cereal and toast, and it feels strange to think about starting your morning any other way. But I want you to remember this: every time you sit down to eat, you have a choice. You can choose to ride the roller coaster that breaks your body down, or you can choose to fuel your body in a way that builds you up. You are not powerless. You hold the key. Think about your future. Think about walking confidently without fear of falling. Think about playing with your grandchildren, traveling, gardening, living freely without limitations. All of that depends on the strength of your legs and the health of your circulation. Don't let one wrong food choice steal that from you. Don't let this roller coaster rob you of your freedom. My friends, your body is a gift. Treat it with love. Treat it with respect. Give it the fuel it needs to serve you well. And remember, it's never too late to get off the roller coaster. Start tomorrow morning. Make one better choice, and then another. Over time, those choices will transform your health, your legs, and your life. I want to share something with you today that can transform your health, your energy, and most importantly, the strength of your legs. We've already talked about the dangers of eating the wrong foods in the morning, the cereals, the pastries, the white bread that are silently breaking down your muscles and weakening your bones. But now I want to focus on the solution, because there is good news. You have the power to rebuild, to repair, and to restore your strength no matter your age. The secret lies in making better food choices. When you wake up in the morning, your body is in a delicate state. You've been fasting all night long. Your muscles have been broken down for energy. Your cells are waiting for nutrients, and your brain is craving steady fuel. The first meal you eat sets the tone for everything that follows. If you feed your body empty calories, you set yourself up for weakness and fatigue. But if you feed your body nutrient-rich, muscle-building foods, you give yourself energy, strength, and vitality that lasts all day. So what are these better choices I'm talking about? Let's start with protein. Protein is the foundation of your muscles. Every single fiber in your legs is made of amino acids that come from the protein you eat. Without protein, your body cannot repair or build new muscle tissue. And if you're over 60, your need for protein actually increases, not decreases. This is because your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat, so you have to give it more to get the same effect. That's why I recommend starting your morning with high quality protein. Eggs are one of the best options. They're inexpensive, versatile, and packed with essential amino acids. Greek yogurt is another excellent choice, giving you protein along with probiotics for your gut. Cottage cheese, beans, lentils, and even a plant-based protein smoothie can all give your muscles the building blocks they're craving. Next, let's talk about healthy fats. For years, fat was demonized, but the truth is, healthy fats are essential for your body, especially as you age. They fight inflammation, they support your hormones, they keep your brain sharp, and they give you long-lasting energy. When your legs are sore or inflamed, healthy fats can help calm that fire. Avocados, nuts, seeds, chia, flax, and olive oil are some of the best choices you can add to your breakfast. Just a handful of almonds or walnuts or a spoonful of chia seeds in your yogurt can make a huge difference in how you feel throughout the day. Now let's move on to complex carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not the enemy. What matters is the type of carbs you eat. Refined carbs like white bread, pastries, and sugary cereals spike your blood sugar and cause crashes that drain your energy. But complex carbs work differently. They digest slowly, releasing energy steadily into your bloodstream. That means no roller coaster, no crashes, just stable fuel that keeps you moving. Oats are a wonderful option, full of fiber and nutrients. Canola is another powerhouse, packed with protein and minerals. Whole grain bread or brown rice can also be included, as long as you choose minimally processed options. And don't forget about fruit. Whole fruit with its natural fiber and vitamins is a fantastic way to nourish your body without spiking your sugar. Berries, apples, and bananas are all excellent choices. Let me explain why these foods matter so much for your legs. When you eat protein, your muscles get the amino acids they need to rebuild. When you eat healthy fats, your circulation improves, inflammation decreases, and your joints feel more supported. When you eat complex carbs, your energy stays stable, your blood sugar remains balanced, and your muscles get the glucose they need for fuel without the crash. Put all three together, protein, fats, and complex carbs, and you've got the perfect formula for strong legs, steady balance, and lasting energy. Now, I know many of you may be used to convenience. You want something quick in the morning, but here's the truth. Better food choices don't have to be complicated. 2 scrambled eggs with spinach takes 5 minutes. A bowl of oats with berries and nuts takes 5 minutes. A Greek yogurt parfait with chia seeds and fruit takes 3 minutes. These are simple, fast, and powerful meals that can literally add years of strength to your legs. Think about this. Your legs are your foundation. They are what keep you standing tall, walking confidently, climbing stairs, and moving independently. But if you keep eating foods that strip away protein and nutrients, your legs will continue to weaken. If you choose the right foods, however, your legs will rebuild themselves, your muscles will come back stronger, and your bones will become more resilient. You are never too old to see improvement. I have seen men and women in their 70s and 80s make simple changes in their diet and regain strength they thought they had lost forever. I also want you to remember that the benefits go beyond just your legs. When you make better food choices, your heart gets stronger, your brain stays sharper, your digestion improves, and your mood lifts. Everything in the body is connected. When you give your body the right fuel, it rewards you in every way. Now, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. Life is about balance. If you want to treat every once in a while, that's okay. But what I'm asking you to do is to change your foundation, make your everyday habits healthy ones. If 90% of the time you're fueling your body with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs, your body can handle the 10% of indulgences without breaking down. It's consistency that matters most. I want you to imagine your future self. Do you see yourself walking confidently with strong legs carrying you wherever you want to go? Do you see yourself enjoying life, traveling, playing with your grandchildren, gardening, dancing, and living with independence? Or do you see yourself struggling to get out of a chair, holding onto walls to walk, fearful of falling, and losing the ability to care for yourself? The future is shaped by the choices you make right now, starting with the very next meal you eat. My friends, don't underestimate the power of food. Don't believe the lie that your weakness is just because of age. Yes, aging plays a role, but your diet is the fuel that determines how quickly you decline or how strong you remain. Better food choices can slow down aging, repair years of damage, and keep you moving with energy and strength. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, make the decision to choose differently. Skip the processed foods. Skip the cereals, the pastries, the white bread. Instead, fill your plate with foods that love you back. Eggs, oats, yogurt, fruit, nuts, seeds, vegetables. These are the foods that will love your muscles, love your bones, love your circulation, and love your future. You are worth it. Your health is worth it. Your independence is worth it. Don't let poor choices rob you of the life you deserve. Make the change, commit to it, and watch your body transform. I want you to take a deep breath and really let this message sink in, because what I'm about to share with you has the power to transform your health, your energy, and the strength of your legs for the rest of your life. We've talked about the foods that can weaken you, and we've talked about the better choices you can make to rebuild your strength. But now I want to focus on one of the most overlooked truths about health. Your breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. Think about it. The moment you wake up, your body has been fasting for hours. During the night, your muscles have been broken down for repair. Your cells have been using up nutrients, and your brain has been working hard even while you sleep. When the sun comes up and you open your eyes, your body is ready to be refueled. And what you choose to put in your body at that moment determines how you're going to feel, not just for the next hour, but for the entire day. If you start your morning with processed sugary foods like cereals, pastries, or white bread, here's what happens. Your blood sugar shoots up, insulin floods your system, and then your sugar crashes. That crash leaves you feeling tired, sluggish, irritable, and craving more sugar. This cycle doesn't just affect your energy, it weakens your circulation, starves your muscles, and drains the very strength from your legs. From the moment you sit down at the breakfast table, you've already determined whether your day will be one of weakness or one of strength. Now let's flip the picture. Imagine starting your morning with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. You eat a couple of eggs, maybe a bowl of oats with berries and nuts, or a cup of Greek yogurt with seeds and fruit. What happens then? Instead of a sugar spike and crash, you get stable energy. Instead of inflammation, you reduce it. Instead of starving your muscles, you feed them. And that stable energy, that muscle repair, that strong circulation, it doesn't just last for breakfast, it carries you through your entire day. This is why I say breakfast sets the tone. If you start strong, you stay strong. If you start weak, you stay weak. Your body responds to the fuel you give it, and the first fuel of the day is the most important of all. Now, many seniors tell me, Dr. Mandell, I'm just not hungry in the morning, or I'll just grab something quick. It doesn't matter. My friends, it does matter. Even if you eat something small, make it count. A hard-boiled egg, a handful of nuts, a slice of avocado, and whole grain toast. These small choices can be the difference between having the strength to walk with confidence and struggling to keep your balance. Don't underestimate the power of one meal. Your legs are depending on you. They are your foundation, your mobility, your independence, and they need protein and nutrients in the morning to stop the muscle breakdown that naturally happens as you age. If you give your legs sugar and processed carbs, you accelerate their decline. But if you give them the protein and nutrients they crave, you slow down the aging process, you preserve your strength, and you keep your freedom. Think about the chain reaction that starts with breakfast. If you eat sugar in the morning, your body craves more sugar all day. That leads to poor choices at lunch and dinner. And by the end of the day, you fed your body calories, but not nutrition. But if you eat clean, whole foods in the morning, your cravings are under control, your energy is steady, and you're much more likely to make healthy choices for the rest of the day. It's like setting a compass. Once you point it in the right direction, the rest of the journey becomes easier. I also want you to think about the mental and emotional side of this. When you start your morning with foods that truly nourish you, you feel clear-headed, focused, and positive. When you start with junk, you feel foggy, anxious, and drained. Your mood follows your blood sugar, and your blood sugar follows your breakfast. So the choice you make in the morning doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mind, your emotions, your motivation, and your entire outlook on life. Now let's get practical. Here are a few examples of breakfast that set the right tone. 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado on the side. A bowl of steel-cut oats topped with blueberries, walnuts, and chia seeds. Greek yogurt with raspberries and a sprinkle of flax seed. A protein smoothie with almond milk, banana, spinach, and a scoop of protein powder. A slice of whole grain toast with cottage cheese and sliced tomato. Each of these options gives you protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. They don't spike your blood sugar. They keep you satisfied, energized, and strong. And most importantly, they give your legs the nutrients they need to stay firm, balanced, and capable. I know change can be difficult. Habits are strong. But remember this, every new day is a new opportunity to choose better. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. If you start making better breakfast choices, most of the time, your body will thank you. You'll notice that your legs feel stronger, your energy lasts longer, and your mind feels sharper. You'll notice that you're not crashing in the middle of the day, and you're not reaching for snacks all the time. These are the small victories that add up to a stronger, healthier you. My friends, aging does not have to mean decline. It does not have to mean weakness, frailty, or loss of independence. You have so much more control than you realize, and it starts with the very first meal of your day. Your breakfast is not just food. It is your medicine. It is your foundation. It is your decision to either build yourself up or break yourself down. So tomorrow morning, I challenge you to take a stand for your health. Push aside the sugary cereal, skip the pastries and the white bread. Instead, choose the foods that will love your body back. Choose the foods that will build your muscles, strengthen your bones, and keep your circulation strong. Choose the foods that will keep you independent, mobile, and full of life. Remember, your breakfast sets the tone. It's the first step in either the right direction or the wrong one. Make it count. Your legs, your energy, your brain, your entire body will thank you.